Unmuted.
Mic check, 1, 2.
All right, let's start the show. We are live, hot lights, hot lights.
Beyond the stars lie a web of pearls, each gemstone a miniature world unto itself. Upon these worlds interconnected our stories are told, and the fate of creation hangs in the balance. Welcome to the Titan's Gift. Greetings and welcome to Die Dragon Die presents the Titan's Gift Campaign, episode 27. I'm your demon host Marty, joined by Matt, Luke, and Neil. How's everyone doing tonight? Levi is sick, unfortunately. Oh, poor boy.
I'm so much better now that you actually said greetings.
Greetings?
For a while you weren't saying it.
That's right, I was just throwing you off a little bit, which was throwing me off, and I screwed up the intro.
Fell for it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm doing fine. I had a decent weekend. I finished up a project to build kind of a frame that fits inside of an open window with chicken wire on the screen side. That'll keep my cats from climbing the window up behind the window pane and ruining my screens and falling out.
Got it.
Yeah, I think everyone will be happier.
A better kitty screen.
Yeah, I won't have to keep the windows closed all summer.
Yep.
Which is important.
Yeah. It's already getting hot.
It's supposed to be 80s.
It is. Yeah.
This is the most Canadian conversation I've had in a while. Hey, how about that weather, eh?
Hey, getting warm out
It's
there.
getting warm out there, eh?
I was actually thinking about it yesterday. I'm almost ready for winter again.
Oh no, don't say that. It's finally bright again.
You could just get in your car and drive 2 hours and get to bright sunshine. What are you complaining
I
about?
don't have a car, Neil.
That's a different kind of problem.
What's going on with you, man?
Nothing, getting over being sick. Going to New York this weekend.
What's going on in New York?
The girlfriend has to go for work, so
You're going to go for play?
yeah, go meet her there for the weekend. We're gonna go see, I think, the Book of Mormon. I've been told it's amusing to behold.
Yes.
It is.
I have done that. I've got the playbill up on the shelf over here.
Yeah, so I'm
I
excited.
have as well.
Found a new apartment this weekend, so got that.
You got moving to look forward to?
Yeah.
When are you
It's
moving?
gonna be great. Like early mid-June.
Oh,
so
damn, I'm out of town that week.
Yeah. Don't worry. It'll take long.
Just a few blocks away.
Okay.
It's like
I it's bad luck, man.
Oh, but I will have a pool if anybody wants to have a pool party, and there's a tiki bar. So once we're moved in, there's probably going to be a housewarming, pool, and tiki party.
I will be there, and I will bring a large quantity of tiki-related beverages.
Yes, and a Hawaiian shirt.
And a Hawaiian shirt. Yes.
Didn't D&D Action Junkie just say he wants to come to Seattle again?
Yeah,
This
come on
sounds
back.
like the perfect invite.
That is exactly it.
Neil, what's up in your land, man?
Nothing's happening. Nothing's up. It's all just usual stuff, man. The funniest thing is we bought a Roomba, so we're just walking behind it in the house, checking how it automatically cleans, which completely defeats the purpose. But
the time-saving nature, it's like I have to babysit my Roomba.
it's fun to watch, though.
Have you seen those like horror story like memes or videos of there's both a Roomba and a pet in the house, and the pet has an accident, and the Roomba runs it over, and then you can trace the Roomba's.
No, but that would be super funny.
That's awful, unless it was a dog.
That would be pretty shitty if that happens.
Oh, I snuck that one in there. Wow. Marty's the cat person. How do the pets like the Roomba?
They don't mind. They don't mind. I think they kind of figured out that we're fascinated by it, so now they're fascinated by it. So the cats will just sit there looking at it. The dogs don't care too much. They just go on with their lives.
Cool. Work, hockey. I really don't have anything else to. Part of the stream just saw me on Saturday, so meh. Not too much. Not too much new here. Why don't we do a recap of what happened last game?
Ah, yes.
Episode 26, Quality Meats. At the Pearl Cantina, the Jerks Emeritus take a job from Psy to liberate the Sloughborough Quality Meats from a gang of rogue station guard. On the way to the butchery, the party befriends a drunk and down-on-his-luck sergeant. Ludo takes to the streets to spy on Spider's gang, while the rest of the jerks attack the butchery en masse. Icky Macer the First, founding wizard of the Arcanacrum, is seen floating above the streets during the attack. Manny and his quasi-intelligent meat cleaver take a liking to the place. So you guys did defeat this one officer. You kind of rescued Emmerich Grubauer from his from the slums, basically, and the doldrums that he was in. He was very upset that he got lured down here, and his commanding officer basically went AWOL and decided to take advantage of the chaos that was in the Slough district following the riots that followed the announcement of the death of the sovereign king, and I guess the assumption of the sovereign queen, who many behind her back call her harlot, a gold-digging younger woman who wooed her way into power. Many do not like the prospect of her reign. Already she has balked at the need or the tradition for the sovereigns to end their 4 years of reign with 4 years ceding control to the regency while they take a stony sleep.
All that being said, though, she is the only monarch that's ever invited me to the palace, so in my list of...
Yes.
And by the likes of it, she may very well be the only.
Yeah, this is very true as well.
The party does have a seal that they are to present to the captain of the guard at the palace, and this will get you an audience with the queen. She wants to reward those that have returned a long-lost piece of jewelry to her.
So Bukerbeck already returned the necklace? I can't remember the
You have
exact...
not heard hide nor hair from Bukerbeck, of course. Malbut is the one who would know how to find Bukerbeck, and Malbut's been a bit hesitant to go out into the Slough. First because of the riots, and the second because the spider wants him, as he partook in the trade of fairy dust, which apparently is a business that the spider has cornered.
With the letter we got,
Yep.
the way it was written, was it that, like, bring me the necklace, or thanks for returning the necklace?
I think I did paste somewhere in the OneNote. If not, I can find it for you. This is something I actually typed out.
Yeah, it seemed like it was.
Message from Bukerbeck to Malbut and his contractees, including Professor Chalmers, Tusker, Zephyros, and Witchfey Fereosae. By the Sovereign Queen's command, you are summarily ordered to report to Her Majesty's palace and present this seal to the Captain of the Guard for your just reward in recovering her lost jewelry. Truly yours, Bukerbeck of Many Hands.
Alright.
Yeah.
So it sounds like it's all said and done. We just gotta go get our reward, which sounds like a trap. But, you know, maybe not.
So note.
If it is a trap, what do we do?
I think we're under some obligation to go and figure out what's going on, since our patron ghost has requested.
Yes, we do have the task of sorting the realm out, I suppose. Probably good tea there as well.
Perhaps just resting beforehand?
Yes, we still have that business of the lift to sort out. Since the key is a bit dodgy for the moment with the person we met there last time.
So we'll say that you're having this conversation while you're walking back from the butcher shop. You've left Manny and Tech behind to play butcher for a while. Henry, and then we've got the crawling claw of the Archmage. Pixel, you're bringing with you, or you're leaving her behind?
I'll bring Pixel.
Okay, and then what are you doing with Emmerich Grubauer?
Is he sort of supposed to guard here or something?
Yeah, I think he's going to guard this place. And then what are you doing with the charmed guard that you...
Oh, that's Emmerich's problem now.
Okay, got it. We don't need to manage that. All right, so Manny and Texaracagat are probably in like some sort of seventh heaven right now.
Yeah.
Manny being influenced by his quasi-intelligent cleaver named Charkut, and he is busy butchering meats and pigging out. While at the same time, Tech is not making any waste of the 10 full-grown men, soldiers, and butchers that were slain in the combat, as well as the massive mama boar. So they are quite busy. This charmed guard probably doesn't know what the fuck's going on at this point in time. You guys are having a conversation as to whether or not you will go and visit the queen, or what this actually means. The word trap was brought up.
Let me double check my spells for the day. I don't remember what I prepared.
Yeah, I'm checking mine.
You guys had actually slept at the butcher shop, so.
Okay, so we can prepare again?
Yep.
Okay.
I would love to talk to the half-hag of Trashball sometime if she still lives. No rush, of course, but
Oh, yes.
your old friend.
Yes, she found me in the garbage.
Says Mockerdom Gobbler. Like, finding him in the garbage was a good thing.
Is there something specific that you wanted to talk to her about?
I'd like to trade some spells with her.
Ah, that
And
might be useful.
have a little bit more witchcraft that we've experienced.
Yes.
Who knows what you'd know? No rush.
No rush at all.
Well, suppose we could.
Yes, we do need to take care of the spider problem.
Yes, we'll probably need that lift. Any bright ideas as to how to sort through that mess?
Oh, we can just go by the lift without using the lift because you have the key.
Yes, well, last time we went to the hut with the key, it was a bit crowded.
Well, you don't have the key.
Oh, where is Ludo?
Ludo has the key.
Sucks to be us. God damn it, get well soon, the guy.
You can also fly.
Right.
Oh, yeah, I can't fly, but maybe Fereosae can fly. And Zephyros can fly, and he can carry me.
Yes.
I can.
Yay, we can all fly, says Pixel, that does a little pirouette. crawling hand taps you, like, do you know how to fly?
I've been meaning to get around to that one.
He kind of flicks your ear and goes over to the other shoulder.
Yes, I know.
It's familiar and talks back. That's what you get for taking the hand of the Archmage, of the founder of the Arcanacrum.
How much can I carry if I fly?
I think you can carry up to medium load. It should say in the fly spell.
Does deflecting a blow make you stop being invisible?
If you do an attack roll, probably.
What if you're like on the defense here? I'm looking at Duelist's Parry. It's an immediate action.
Oh, heavy load. You just fly slower when you're in heavy load. Neil?
Yeah, I'm just reading that too. So basically what that means, if I have to carry the professor, then I can probably carry the professor.
Yep. You are likely strong enough to carry the professor. Multiples starts to...
Yeah.
might get bulky, but you might even be able to carry 2, given your strength.
Right.
Okay, where are you guys headed in the slough after taking all the Sloughborough Quality Meats?
I think back to Sai
Okay.
at the Pearl. Yeah?
Yeah, I think that's a good place
I think it's time to tell Sai that we've that we deserve some more information and help from him.
Yes, maybe he can help us understand the situation at the lift.
And that now he needs to negotiate with Manny for meat.
Quite. He does seem quite good at it with that butchering apparatus.
Indeed.
Okay, give me a percentile. This is as you're walking through the slightly more dangerous streets of the slough.
Neil, you want to bring that percentile, love?
Yeah, sure. 18.
Ooh, that's under 20.
Oh, what level 2 major spell am I taking? Arcane Disruption? No. Take that.
Okay, you guys see a building on the way back. Let me just go back to Sloughborough Quality Meats map, and I'll uncover a little bit of fog just north of Sloughborough and draw a couple buildings. I need a business type, something different.
Tax attorney? CPA? The D&D equivalent of a CPA?
So like that would be a tax guy. No, they probably know how much taxes you would have. They wouldn't have an office.
At minimum, they just tell you, and there's not a lot of negotiation that happens.
Yeah, there's probably some record keeping for that.
Temp agency?
Let's call it
Or
an
just
arbiter.
an outfitter of some kind.
I need a good A name for an arbiter.
Albert's Arbiters?
AA?
Albrechts.
Albrecht's the arbiter. So there's sort of a lawyer shop, effectively, on one corner. Okay, let's keep this train rolling. I need another business.
Oh. Yeah. Temp agency.
Or like a bathhouse or something.
Like cheap, poor, unskilled labor.
Yeah, chimney sweeps and things like that.
Okay,
Just
so
yeah.
I'm going to take bathhouse and turn it into
Bathhouse for laborers.
the Goblin Wheeled Soap Shop.
All right.
Okay.
So it's a shop for soaps fit for non-humans.
Yeah, there you go. Chimney. It's a chimney. It's a
Chimney is
it's a chimney sweep business.
It's a labor a labor office
Yeah.
basically, and they specialize in manual labor and like the worst jobs that anyone would want.
Yeah.
Okay.
Therapist for adventurers that have PTSD from all
I know. I need a shop that would have stuff in it.
But what about like an outfitter or something?
A what?
Yeah.
Like an outfitter where you could buy like suits or shirt or jackets or just something like that.
So there's a tailor. There's we'll call it
Frank Giuliano's fancy suits for fancy lads.
That's quick and slow at the same time. I can't even process this.
I think I need a clear spell slot.
Okay, so we've got fancy suits for fancy lords. Is a tailor. It's a tailor.
Yes.
You're in a section of the slough where there are some like businesses. There are kind of rows of businesses and shops. It doesn't appear to be very busy. In fact, you've kind of crossed over like an overturned wagon, and it looks like a bunch of barrels of wine had previously spilt into the streets. Whichever ones weren't broken in whatever tussle this was have been taken. You do come across what looks like somebody literally with their head in the sewer. It is a corpse. And it looks like somebody has kind of drowned them in a clogged sewer.
Nice.
Oh.
Pockets are like open and hordes of flies suggest that this may have happened a few days ago. A lot of the businesses are boarded up, but when you do get to an intersection, right about here, you can see that there's Chimney onto the left, and Albrecht's the Arbiter, looks like a home/an office, and then fancy suits for fancy lords. And then the Goblin-wheeled soap shop. You can hear there's a commotion coming out of the Goblin-wheeled soap shop.
I wish Levi was here. He loves soap in this game.
I'm 100% getting Levi some soap.
And you
He
can,
gave up his soap.
He did lose his soap.
and you can hear someone going, "No, please, no more!" And then a goat going, and some strange laughter inside. Yes, feed him that one.
Ooh.
And you can see that several of the windows up high have been broken into, even though that the doors have been boarded up in the Goblin Wheels.
I'm gonna fly up to one of the windows. This sounds like it might be a friend,
Okay.
or at least
Okay, so you fly up to one of the broken windows. Pixel is also sensing via your familiar connection that you have like excitement or curiosity or kind of a swirling mix of both. Looking down into the building from the high up window, it looks like there might have been a bit of a tussle. You're kind of looking into somebody's bedroom. Whoever lived here was very short. The beds are small, but not childish, like big comforters and like a bronze a bed frame, and it actually kind of looks nice. You would guess a halfling or a gnome might live here. The door is open. It looks like something happened that caused the person to fall out of bed. The blankets are all messed up. There's a sleeping cap that has been discarded kind of in the middle of the room, and you get the sense by the door being ajar that no one came to clean up after this. And you can hear the ruckus, the laughing of a goat, a high-pitched voice laughing, maybe two of them talking, and somebody exasperated saying, "No, please, no more."
Is Fereosae seeing this above? She's flying up. Is that what's going on?
Where was the bed in?
So basically, there's an upper floor here that Fereosae has flown up to, and she's looking inside the window where there was a broken window, and there's a bedroom up here.
Is that you?
What's it?
whatever scuttling, like your voice seemed to startle something downstairs. The arguing has stopped, and you could just hear someone puking or coughing.
How are your teeth, good sir?
Can't eat anymore.
What? How strange. I'll cast Detect Invis.
Okay. Well, what is everyone else doing outside?
This is going on the second floor.
Yes.
Can we see into the shop from the bottom floor?
Everything is all boarded up from the bottom floor.
From the riots and stuff. Is it any small gaps in there that the hand could crawl through?
Yeah, give me a escape artist for the hand, as it's going to try to wiggle its way underneath the front door.
Go see if you can have a look over there.
Alright, that doesn't look like the hand has escape artist because I don't have it. It's just a dex. I think it's just a +1. Sorry, this is a bit confusing. Yeah, I think it's just a +1. 2 or 3. Sorry. Does it get? It's the fat end.
2?
3.
3. No, it failed so badly that it is stuck underneath the door, and it's kind of like trying to claw underneath the door, and the hand is stuck underneath the door.
What are you doing? I'll bend down in a huff, and there'll be a bit silly gag going on of the professor yanking on the hand, trying to pull it out.
So you're at the front door trying to yank the this brown thing is the front door.
Yeah, I'm trying to yank
Zephyros, what are you doing while Fereosae is up top and the professor seems to be doing something underneath the door?
I'm gonna go join the professor there by the door, hoping that he can open it, because I don't think I can fit through where Fereosae is going.
Got it.
No.
Can I help?
I was trying to take a look inside, but it seems Icky Meister's a bit on the heavy side after all the meat. Come on, you damn thing, get out of there!
Can we try and force the door open?
Do I successfully extract the hand?
Yeah, so give me a strength check, escape artist check, or a CMB check, whichever one.
I'm gonna go CMB because I think that's the only one that's not negative.
Escape artist is Dex, I believe.
My Dex is +2. I'm gonna do it in Dex. 4.
Okay, so you're still he's right under there. He's stuck pretty damn bad.
Come on now! I will take a step back, reassess this, cast Unseen Servant, and command the Unseen Servant to pull the hand out.
Okay.
Can I see if can we see why the hand is stuck?
Yeah, it's just the hand thought it could shimmy underneath the crack of the door, and or right around the palm where the hand is thickest, it got stuck, and it doesn't have the leverage to get out, and the professor giving it kind of a kick and a pull doesn't get it out.
Yeah, I'm super weak, so I can't pull it out.
Maybe can I pull it out?
Okay, so this is, while you're conjuring your unseen servant, Zephyros is going to lean down and just try to pull your familiar
I
out.
assume it's probably incredibly
Well, are you
easy.
pulling it out, or are you going to kick it all the way in?
What do you want me to do, Professor? Pull it out or kick it in?
No, I don't know. What do you want, Icky Meister? You want to go in there still? How's it look?
He kind of communicates back dark. He can see in the dark, but he just says dark, small guy, sick.
Oh, small guy sick. Well, hold on. Before you kick him in, I'll cast Invisible Familiar on him. And
Okay, so that's a few rounds of casting between Unseen Servant and Invisible Familiar. Fereosae, you would cast your first spell. You've got a couple of rounds.
Yep, I think I'm going to go into the upstairs and get a sense of, is there like a down there?
Yeah, so you quickly flutter through the bedroom, and you can see out into a hallway, and that there is a staircase that leads down, sort of like a half circular staircase that leads down. When you're standing there at the doorway and looking, you can hear things scrambling up the stairs. It's almost like the little clicks of cat claws and the flutters of wings.
I am going to then cast Barrow Haze. Barrow Haze it's like a fog cloud. It's a fog cloud, but I can see through the whole thing and target anything inside of it as if it were in range of my hexes, as long as I'm within range of the cloud.
Okay, and what's the area of effect? Is it like a 20-foot radius kind of thing?
I have this information. It is a 20-foot spread. 20-foot radius from the target point.
Okay, so you cast this centered on the stairs, and you could hear all the scrambling stop.
Mm-hmm.
And some of their chitter may not be in a language that you understand.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then it kind of grows quiet. You can still hear the coughing from downstairs. Okay, Zephyros, are you kicking or pulling?
I don't know. I'm still waiting for the answer from the professor.
I'll cast Invisible Familiar on it and then, kick him in.
At once it disappears.
Okay, I will kick him in or push him in.
Okay, give me a strength check or a CMB as you're just trying to jam the familiar underneath the door, kind of kicking the door in slow motion.
So my strength is +6, my CMB is +10, so I'll do a CMB check. 25.
Oh yeah, you scoot the thing right underneath the door, kind of just pop it with one kick, and your familiar already having disappeared, but you could hear it moving just beyond the door now. You get the sense that your familiar is curious, and it doesn't want to be spotted. It's kind of sneaking around, is what you get from your bonded connection.
Mm-hmm. I'll keep encouraging its curiosity with the...
Okay. Is there somebody there? You hear a voice. Help me! Help me! I can't eat any more soap!
And I hear that through the other side of the door.
We're experimenting.
Can I...
Oh!
Do I hear that through the door?
Yeah, you heard a little voice said, "Oh yes, you can. We're experimenting."
I'll bend down.
And look through the hole that the hand crawled through.
Okay, so you're looking at the space between the door and the floor.
Yeah, what do I see?
Oh, give me a perception check as you're now bending down trying to have a look. Fereosae, what are you doing upstairs?
I'm going to cast Invisibility on myself.
Okay.
And move to the top of the stairs
Okay.
to look down.
You've got see invisibility up, right?
I do.
Pixel is being very close. She's being very sucky and kind of holding on to your back, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't think she can see through this barrow haze.
No.
All right. You see something that is winged, reddish skin, fat, has wings, no hair, evil-looking eyes. Just generally looking up. It's just sitting kind of like against one of the stairs. You can hear two others, perhaps of it, further down into the room.
Somebody's there. Go away. We are closed for business. Yes, and experimenting.
17 perception.
Yeah, you heard the whimpering of the man, and you can hear their voices.
Oh.
You can't quite see them.
Hello there, sir. Are you in distress?
Yeah.
There you go. Tasty, tasty. Wash your mouth clean.
I'll stand up, turn to Zephyros, and go, well, I don't think anyone would really blame us if we kicked the door down.
You do see a little bit of mist. You're not too sure where the mist is coming from. It might be smoke.
Okay, I'm going to try and go through the door.
Yeah, I'll step aside.
Is this via spell or just raw power?
Can we try it with raw power?
Yeah, okay, so we've got a
I think you can.
closed door with a lock. Let me just look up the...
I believe in you.
I do too. You're a giant elephant, man.
I've got to be able to do this.
I would think you could knock a door down.
A strong wooden door. Wow. It's just soap. Okay, you can roll a strength check. I believe you get a +1 to this because of your size. Might be a +2. We'll say a +2.
Okay, so strength is +6, so it becomes +8.
As you're just going to put your elbow to it and try to smash the door open. The DC is 18.
23.
Well, you would have gotten through almost gotten through a very strong wooden door, but a strong wooden door just... He put his weight and strength into it. The door goes flying open, and you can see that there is a gnome tied to a chair that has fallen over, and all sorts of baskets and displays of soap have been messed up, and it looks like he's being fed soap, like he's chewing on a bunch of soap that he's trying to spit out. He looks miserable and almost green, as the name of the goblin shop that is his.
Do I see anything else in the room?
You don't see anything else. This mist isn't quite as concentrated at the bottom of the stairs, so it is only coming out to, I'll draw a second circle or template. At the bottom of the stairs, it's only coming out this far, so you can kind of see into the building, and through a little bit of mist, you could see a guy tied to a chair, but the chair is pushed over, and lots of soaps and what looks like chewed up and perhaps pukey soaps around him.
And can I see these fat imps?
No. Do you see invisibility yet?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
You cannot see the little imps.
Okay.
Okay, so Zephyros has pushed open the...
What the?
You did hear somebody say, what the? And then I guess you could take your move as you go in. At this point in time, I think initiative needs to happen.
So what I'll do is I'll step in, but I'll stay clear of the darkness, just to complete my move.
Yep.
What's in there, Zephyros?
I think you need to come in and take a look.
Have you guys ever wandered by like a soap or candle shop in like a shopping mall, and it's just like this overpowering smell of chemicals? That is what assails your massive nose, Zephyros, as you come in.
Wow. Do I like the smell or not?
Oops, I nuked way too much. Undo. There is no undo.
Probably a bit strong for you, what with your giant nose.
I got rid of your base initiative. Fereosae, what's your base initiative? What happened was I deleted it, tried to undo, but you guys had started editing, so
yes.
it got rid of my... it should just be initiative.
What is the initiative?
It's generally Dex. +2.
Fereosae is +2. Okay.
It's only different if you have some sort of...
Feat or trait or something.
I don't have anything like that.
Zephyros, what's your initiative mod?
My dex is +2. I don't think I have anything else that would affect it.
Nope, you are correct. Professor? Okay. And then I need a initiative. Makernam is also in here. I'll grab his just in case he's needed. His initiative modifier is +8. Because he has feet.
Okay, so it's 16 for Zephyros and 5 for Makernam.
Okay. 14, and the gnome is tied up. 5 for Martyrdom. Great. Fat imps get to go first. So one of them's going to go and figure out who said this thing upstairs. Is Pixel hiding, or is she...
Pixel's hiding.
Okay, can you give me a stealth check for Pixel?
Yeah. Stealth plus 29. 32.
Okay. Wow, this creature flies right by Pixel and does not see Fereosae. And it flies right to the window, and it's having a look around. It flew right by you, Fereosae.
Okay.
The other imp, one of them is sneaking up. Well, you kind of see down the stairs. You may be able to see this one. It's sort of sneaking up behind the gnome. It's remaining invisible. And then one definitely flapped by the staircase, and you can no longer see it. And it's going to start positioning itself behind the Zephyros. Zephyros, you do get a perception check as it sort of flew by you to see if you spot an invisible creature.
And my roll is 12.
Okay. Nope. You did not see it.
Okay.
Okay, that was them. What are you guys doing? Zephyros.
Zephyros is not sure what's going on in here, so he's just going to cast Mirror Image on himself.
Okay. Creepy mist coming down this staircase into this messed up soap shop, and there's this gnome tied to a chair. Looks like he's being force-fed soap.
Yeah, I just want to
All
see
colors
that.
and variety. He's kind of hacking in the ground. He's looking up at you pitifully, like, help me.
So I think it's 1d4 plus 1. So it's for 3 caster levels. It's 1d4 plus 1.
Correct.
So I have 2 images.
That's not a very good roll.
No.
Fereosae.
Fereosae is going to walk part way down the stairs.
Okay.
And presumably I can see...
Zephyros, you can see the gnome tied to the chair, and you can see a little fat imp behind the gnome.
Right.
You see the crawling hand too.
You can see the crawling hand, see invisibility.
Yep.
Yeah, the crawling hand is crawling near the gnome, but just sort of staying still. And you also see one fat imp lands behind Zephyros and looking up at him, and a little tail rises up behind the imp with this scorpion-like stinger on the end. It's like getting ready to strike.
I'll say, little devils, one behind you, Zephyros, one behind the gnome, and one flew out the window.
Yay! There are some hisses.
And I'll start Bard Song.
Okay, nice. Professor.
I heard all that, but I don't see something invisible behind Zephyros.
Correct.
The hand, sensing shit's about to go down, is gonna crawl back up my leg and onto my shoulder.
Okay.
I will start to put 2 and 2 together. I'm a rather smart chap, and it seems like things are invisible. What with Fereosae having just said that. Where is the invisibility? I will first cast Vanish on myself.
Okay.
And then I will withdraw the... What the hell is that thing called? Bacomb's Wand, so that I can silently, while invisible, cast See Invisibility.
Silent is a 1 ESL spell, or meta magic feat. Okay, so that eats up the single one, so you cast that as a normal level spell.
Yes.
That's awesome. Okay.
And I will...
I thought you didn't like the meta magic.
Since I got it, I may as well never make a sound again. I'll take a 5-foot step to see better into the room, and I'm going to move this guy going towards...
Sorry, what was the spell you cast silently?
See Invisibility.
See Invis.
Vanish, I said out loud.
Okay, I'll give you the blue halo. This is going to be an invis fight, apparently, as everyone's invisible.
Except the big elephant in the
Yeah,
room.
now you can see the little fat imp look like it's ready to strike. Zephyros, the one that made noise when Fereosae called out that they were there, was the one behind the gnome. Makronam Gobbler's just going to stay on your shoulder. Zephyros, then the fat imps. Well, this imp's going to strike. So it actually wanders into Zephyros' square. It provokes no AOO because Zephyros is not aware of where it is. It is going to attack Zephyros. What is your flat-footed AC?
Let me scroll up. I'll tell you in a moment. My flat-footed AC is 14.
Okay, it strikes AC 22. You've got 2 images and yourself. It hits one of your images and appears. And right beneath your feet is this plump, red, impish-looking thing with a horrible-looking tail that's quite clearly trying to stab you.
And that has just revealed itself.
Yep.
Yeah, you've taken the little thing away.
This fat imp is going to fly and charge Zephyros. It ends up in this square and will attack Zephyros.
Do I get to do a perception check to see if I see that one?
It's going to turn visible in 0.3 seconds. Hits AC 22, strikes your remaining image, and, and then appears. Oh, there's little things all over you, Zephyros. This one's coming back around. It flies, you hear something flapping, Professor, that lands beside you.
No.
It can't see anything. So it spends the round basically flying back down beside you, and it's peeking into the room, and it seems like it wants in on the fight as the 3 imps are kind of swarming over Zephyros right now. 2 of them have engaged, the 3rd one's about to. Zephyros.
Zephyros is going to do a cast and attack. I'm going to cast Shocking Grasp onto my sphere, onto my staff.
Okay.
And then I will just go after, let's say, Fat Imp 3.
Okay. Are you going to cast defensively?
Both
Both of them, because they're in your squares, are threatening you, so there would be 2 AOOs if you did not.
I will cast defensively.
Okay. The DC of the defensive casting, 15 plus double spell level, which is 17 for a first level spell, and your concentration check should be pretty good. I think it even gets increased by your spell combat. Let me have a look. Let me have a look at that.
Okay.
If I'm on your character sheet, that'd be easier. Spell combat. Nope, I'm thinking spell strike.
Where on my sheet do I see my concentration? That should be
It
close.
should be close to where your spells are.
Right. Oh, there we go. So I've got a
Are you
plus.
casting a spell and doing a full round of attacks, or are you just casting one spell and making one attack?
I am doing that thing where I can deliver my charge through my is it spell strike?
Yep.
Yeah, it's spell strike. At 2nd level, whenever a mage casts a spell, the range of touch from the mage's spell list, he can deliver the spell through any weapon he is wielding as part of a melee attack. So it's the cast, move, attack thing.
Got it. It actually says that you can combine this with your spell combat.
Spell combat do?
Cast and 2 attacks, or 2 attack and cast.
Oh, okay.
And then this one allows you to put one of your touch spells into your a single attack. So you could actually do a full round. The reason why I'm asking you is if you try to do your full round, you take a -2 to attack, but you could take additional penalties to add to your concentration checks. if you wanted to.
Okay, what kind of penalties?
As up to your int. So you have a concentration of plus 14, you're trying to hit plus 17.
Okay.
The penalties are to attack. If you want a...
No, let's just try the casting with my concentration, because if it doesn't work, I can just try again next round and still do my attack without it, right?
Sure, yeah. And are you taking a single attack or 2 attacks?
Both attacks have to be on the same creature, right?
Nope.
Maybe I should do 2 attacks.
Okay.
Maybe I should do 2 attacks.
Okay, first roll is concentration check.
Okay, so my concentration, which I've just moved past, I'm just going back to it, because this is coming out of my mages.
Yep.
It's plus 14 concentration.
Nice. You're steady and sure, and keep your movements short and efficient and away from the fat imps.
$28.
No problem. You imbue your oversized quarterstaff with electrical charge of the shocking grasp.
Right.
Now you need to make an attack roll at a -2.
Okay, so my melee attack, I'm just rolling up to it.
-2 because of spell combat?
Yep, and then a +2 because of Bard Song. So
Yes.
just normal attack.
So with my staff, it is +8, I think.
Yep.
So it's 1d20 plus 8. 18.
Let's see.
That's probably not high enough.
It is high enough. The thing tries to scramble out of the way, but you clock it.
Ha. Okay, so now I need to go to Shocking Grasp.
So the staff normally does d8 plus 10 two-handed. You do d8 plus 12 with Bard Song, and then you add 5d6 plus 2 for Shocking Grasp.
So it's 5d6 plus 2 for the Shocking Grasp, plus, did you say 10?
12.
12. So it's 5d6 plus 14.
Plus the actual d8 for your staff.
Yeah, so it would have been 5d6 plus 2 for Evoker,
Yep.
but you're saying it's plus 12, so that becomes plus 14.
Oh, right, okay.
So 5d6 plus 14 is the damage.
Plus 1d8.
Plus, okay, so Shocking Grasp is 5d6, and then the 14 strengthen the spell, and then you
Oh.
actually add a d8 because you're
Oh, yeah.
putting physical damage into
That's
it
right.
from your,
Sorry,
from
that's
your
right.
big-ass stick.
So 38.
38 points of damage. Okay, this thing kind of gets crunched, splatted, and is sort of like lying crippled on the floor, quivering.
Okay.
It did not like the electricity, it did not like the force of your blow, and this fat imp number, the one you attacked, fat imp number 3. The other one is kind of swearing at you in a very harsh tongue that you do not recognize.
Oh,
Now you get
Do
your
I recognize
you get
it?
your second attack. Do you speak Infernal?
And my second attack has to be a natural attack, right?
Yeah, that is your second attack.
So that's a plus 1.
Plus 2 for Bard Song, minus 2 for the penalties of spell combat. So yeah, plus 1.
So it's 1d20 plus 1. 14.
14. This time the imp manages to scramble out of the way. You nicked it slightly, but its thick skin kept it from being hurt.
All right.
Okay, that was Zephyros, like a boss, crunching one of the imps down. Fereosae.
Fereosae is going to Fereosae is going to look at that imp in the doorway.
Yep.
And give it the evil eye.
It
I'm gonna
doesn't-
hex
It doesn't have to
saves.
see you. It just kind of you're the one kind of giving
It's
it.
just creepy. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Hexing it saves, so it needs to make a will save.
Indeed.
Not this thing's
DC on this sucker.
forte. It gets a 13.
It needs an 18.
Okay, so it is hexed.
Yep, takes a -2 for 8 rounds to saves.
-2 until round 10. Okay. It kind of shudders. It doesn't know what the fuck happened. Professor.
Question, is looting someone a hostile action?
If there's an attack roll involved, if you were in a tug of war over an item and you're trying to steal it from them, it would be. If you were just picking his pocket without him knowing, then it would not. That's the kind
You've got to pick a pocket or two.
The unseen servant will take its movement, as will the professor.
Okay.
The professor will detect magic on this guy.
Okay. Keep in mind that detect magic takes 3 rounds to absolve auras.
To figure out, but for 1 round it can just say yes or no if
Is
there's
there
magic.
is there the presence of magic in your cone?
Yeah.
Okay. So you cast kind of in a cone, getting the little dude in the cone. Is there the presence or absence of magic? There is the presence of magic within your cone. I'm assuming you're also avoiding your unseen servant. Sure.
The unseen servant and the crawling hand will commence looting him.
Okay. So is there somebody there? Here it is a verbal spell, right? So you're like blah 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 as you're casting. Is there somebody there? I don't want to eat any more soap. No more. He hiccups and there's a big bubble that comes out of his mouth. He's crying.
Do these two find anything, or is it?
Okay, so the unseen servant is just takes something easy off of him. So what would be easy? It starts undoing his shirt.
Sexy.
And then the crawling hand of the Archmage can give me a appraise check to see if it sees something that it likes on the gnome.
Six. It's bad at appraise.
Okay, it is going to try to sleight of hand a ring off the gnome's finger.
Nice.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
Where is that? Ooh, he's pretty good at it.
Seriously, the familiar hand is really good at it? Okay.
This is 19.
19 is not enough to actually get the ring off. The gnome does have to make a check to see if he spots the attempt. He is distracted, however, and feeling sick. So he does not notice that there's something kind of trying to like shift rings off of his finger because he's there's lots going on. Is there somebody there? He's watching his shirt kind of unbuttoned.
Not quite what I was intending to imply to him, but that's okay.
Yeah. Makarnam, how many times have your things worked out exactly as you planned?
Almost never.
Par for course, I think. All right.
Yes.
Golf analogies. Makarnam Gobbler, I think. Are you okay? He's asking Zephyros.
I'm okay.
Do you need my help?
Well, if you want to take on this gnome and see if he's for eating or for keeping.
Okay, he's going to spend his movement getting off, and then he's going to try to smack the gnome. He's going to make it a gooey smack.
I'm just trying to open his sheet.
His melee is plus 11, with Bard Song is plus 13.
28.
Whack! Hitting the imp with a punch. His damage is d6 plus 9 with Bart's on.
11.
11 damage is only 6. For some reason, this little imp is quite hardy. However, don't think he's going to escape the Makarnan goo. On a slam attack, acts as grab, free grapple attempt, grants +2. So he's going to make a grapple attempt with his adhesive